In this lively page, you can see that I have two squares, a bigger pink one and a smaller blue one. And I can click and move these objects around the page quite easily. But what I want to show you today is if I control or command and then click on one of these objects, it brings up this halo menu. And if I mouse over each one of these items in the halo, it'll give me a little bit of a description about what happens. So we see there's a drag or a grab here, which kind of sound like the same thing. But you see, if I drag this blue rectangle into the pink one and then move the pink one around, it doesn't affect what I do to the blue square. So they're still quite independent here. The difference is if I grab the blue square and put it into the pink one and then do the same thing, so I'm going to move this pink square again, we see that the blue one moves with the pink square. It's almost as if the pink square is now the blue square's parent. So I'm going to, again, separate them here and talk about a few of the other halo options here. So the X, as we can see here, just closes the object, so that will remove it from our lively page. The E is the script editor, and the I is the inspector, which I'll talk about a little bit in a later video. The R allows me to resize the object, again, just by moving things around with the mouse. This bottom little text box here allows me to rename my morph, and again, maybe I'll change it from blue square to just, I don't know, square or something. And I'll talk about why the names of our objects matter again in a later video. The T on the bottom left just allows me to rotate my object around, again, just with dragging around with the mouse. The S is the style editor, so if I click the S, it'll bring up this other window that allows me to change the color of this object, the opacity, which is kind of like a transparency, and then the border, I can change the width and the color of the border if I choose to. And then there's other tabs in this menu for CSS and layout options as well. This C allows me to copy the objects, and it'll duplicate, as you can see, all the attributes of that object as well. And the M is again something I'll talk about in a later video, which allows us to publish and do some other special things to our objects.